and welcome back to Tea in the Deep Blue Sea with me, Victoria. Thank you very much for joining me on a very exciting Sea Monkey unboxing video. So it's a little bit unboxing, a little bit setting up a new tank. So it is my Sea Monkey's Ocean Volcano, which is my first ocean volcano that I have had. So I'm super excited to set it up. It's going to be a setup with tech, so it's not a basic Sea Monkey's tank setup like in some of my other videos. This is a slightly more complex, more advanced setup. I will do a full smart home Sea Monkey setup at some point. Yes, I am the sad person who has smart home Sea Monkeys. I know. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please remember to hit the like and subscribe, and remember to hit that bell for notifications. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the video. And today's ocean fact. So today's ocean fact is that there are some types of shark that can vomit up their entire stomach. So if they eat something unfavourable and need to cleanse it, they will vomit up their entire stomach, cleanse it out in the salt water, and then swallow it back down again. So isn't nature just wonderful? So I hope you enjoy the video, and thank you very much for watching. Cheers. Today I'm setting up the Sea Monkey's Ocean Volcano. This is my first ever ocean volcano that I've had, so I'm really excited to actually get one and set it up. So this is going to be slightly different from your basic Sea Monkey tank setup because I'm doing it with tech. So it's going to have lights, airlines, and the heating mat that is underneath at the moment. So it's a really nice looking tank. It's really wide. It's got a smaller base, but it's really wide. It's a really nice shape. There's some little cute sea monkeys at the side. Really well packaged. This came from Australia, I believe it is, when I ordered my super set. So this has arrived recently. So this is my first ever ocean volcano tank. You can see it's got some magnified viewing windows on the front, and it is in the nice blue colour, which has got a really nice lid on it as well. Really slim, really narrow, but with lots of holes for air. So let's go ahead and get this set up. There we go. So we just take off the lid and let's have a look at what we have inside. So we have our Sea Monkey Handbook, which is full of loads of great information about what the packets are, what they do, and how sea monkeys work and how to take care of them. It's a really great booklet that I highly recommend you give a read to. If you just take the paper out. So inside, as always, we have our 3 packets. We have the water purifier, we have the live instant eggs, and we have the Sea Monkey growth food. And we also have the feeding spoon with the super cute sea monkey on it, and that's the little feeding cup, which you can see is just tiny. So this is the tank itself. It has a lovely volcano at the bottom, which has got some really nice ridges in, which will be a really nice surface for algae to grow on. So that's the view inside the tank. It's a really nice looking tank. I really like how wide it is. It's a really nice flat surface as well, which is great for filming. So hopefully we'll get some really good shots, and you can see the volcano there. It's a nice big crater in the middle, and they are the 4 magnified viewing windows. As you can see, if I put my fingers the other side, they are really magnified, which would be great for viewing your baby sea monkey. So let's go ahead and set this up. So I have distilled water. And then go ahead and pour it in up to the fill line. You can see the little arrow on the back, just pointing to where the line should be. There we go. So I have filled that up to the line, and we're going to add packet number 1, which is the water purifier. And use the feeding spoon just to give that a little stir. And pop on our lid. That fits really nicely. That's really satisfying. It's my first blue tank as well. I've got pink, I've got green, I've got Magic Castle, I've got Ghosty Galleon. I have the super set you can see in the background there. So this is my first blue tank. It's a really, really pretty blue. It matches my mug, which has a sea turtle on, which is from Shepworth Wildlife Park, which is an amazing place, and I highly recommend you go and visit if you ever get the chance. Great zoo, and they have tigers. They're so pretty. They're just like big cats. I just want to fuss them, but I can't fuss the tigers, which is very sad. Anyway, so that is the first initial setup of the tank. So it's now time to wait 24 hours before adding in the instant live eggs. So in the meantime, I'm going to talk you through my tech setup. So as I briefly mentioned, I have a heating mat underneath. All of the links to everything I talk about will be down in the description below. So these heating mats, they come in a number of different sizes. They are actually under vivarium heat mats. I have a small one, which is half the size of this, which I believe is an 8 watt, and this is a 16 watt. I think it's absolutely brilliant. It saves me trying to get mini heaters to go in all of my sea monkey tanks. So you don't need to have heating set up, but I find it gets quite cold in my home. So having the heating for them to maintain a constant temperature is what I have found has helped my sea monkeys really grow. My green sea monkey tank from my series Sea Monkey With Me, that has been moved onto here as well. So I've just got all of them on heating mats at the moment, just because it is getting colder and the temperature in my home does drop quite low, and I don't want to harm my sea monkey, so I am using heating mats. This is controlled via a thermostat. So it did come with a thermostat, however I've opted to buy a different thermostat so I can control it via an app on my phone. So this is my Sea Monkey app. So I click onto Sea Monkeys and I can see it's currently 26 degrees in the tank. The temperature is set at 27 degrees Celsius, and I can view what temperature it has been in my history. So it does rise and fall, but it does remain pretty consistent. And I can also scroll back to other days and view what the temperature has been on those days. In my settings, you can see the high temperature value is 29 and the low temperature value is 24. So it alarms if it goes outside of that range. So this is my Sea Monkey app, and it is absolutely brilliant. It is a really good thermostat to have. It isn't the one that was included with my vivarium heater. It was an extra. So I will include links to everything down in the description. If you've got any more comments about any of the technology I'm using or anything like that, please feel free to let me know and I'll be happy to chat more about it with you. So the first thing is heat. So as I've explained, this is my heating mat. The second thing I use is LED grow lights. So they are blue and red LEDs that encourage the algae to grow. All of these products are off Amazon, apart from my Sea Monkey tank, which is from the original Sea Monkey site, which I will link down in the description for you. So, my lights. So these are my growth lights. You can see they light up in blue and red LEDs, which gives a really nice pinkish hue, which is great for encouraging the algae to grow. And as I mentioned earlier, you've got some really nice surfaces for algae to adhere on. You can see there's some algae sort of growing on the castle and at the bottom in this tank here. So that is the probe here that controls the thermostat. So that's measuring the temperature of that water, and that is controlled via the thermostat. So that regulates the temperature of the mat. So I've got it in one, which is my castle tank. It's got the thickest base, so I found that it's a good indicator for what the general temperature is across all of my tanks. Also, the colours look really, really pretty under the pink lighting. So they are my growth lights. They are on gooseneck, so they can be bent. They are flexible, so they can be moved around my setup. They come with a timer built into them. As you can see here, you can change the timer, whether you want it on for 3 hours, 9 hours, or 12 hours. I leave mine on for 9 hours. Then they will automatically turn off, and then they will come back on at the time you turned them on. So if I turn them on at 3 o'clock today, they will come back on at 3 o'clock tomorrow, and they will automatically turn off after the 9 hours. You can change the brightness, so you can turn it down and all the way back up again. You can also change it so it's just blue, just red, or a mix of both. And I have found these are brilliant. They're really good at helping the algae to grow. And also, even if you don't have much luck with them growing algae, I find the colours look really pretty. And it's a nice little night display for our sea monkeys here. but I think they are a brilliant tool. So the two things I'm recommending so far is a heating mat and the lights. The third thing is airlines. So you need to aerate your tank every day, a couple of times a day if you've got algae and babies, because they need more oxygen because they can't get up to the surface to breathe as easy. I'm going into hospital shortly and won't be able to aerate my tank, so what I'm going to be doing is setting up airlines. So this is the airline that I have set up for my volcano tank. You can see the air stone on the end and you can see the bubbles coming out of that. There is some clear tubing. There is then a valve which you can use to control the flow of bubbles, which is the air going into the tank. They are on splitters, so it goes to my other tanks as well. You can see a splitter here, and that just goes to a USB powered air pump, which is a small air pump I got on Amazon, because you don't want something too big because it will be too powerful for the sea monkeys. So there you go, that is my airline setup. So that was my sea monkey setup of my ocean volcano tank with tech. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more in-depth tech reviews on my sea monkey stuff that I've got, please feel free to let me know down in the comments, and I would love to do that for you. I'm also going to do a smart home sea monkey video at some point in the future, so lots of good sea monkey content coming your way. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please remember to hit like and comment down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a brilliant day. Cheers.